Hi everyone, and welcome to the NECB eLibrary quick tutorial where we answer the question, how do I research the healthcare industry at the eLibrary? This is part 2 of a two-part series on researching the healthcare industry at the eLibrary, and in this tutorial I want to show you two databases. One is called Emergent Online and the other one is called ProQuest Central. Both databases are available at the home page of the library. If you go here, you'll see ProQuest Central is right here, and you'll also see Emergent Online here. So let me show you Emergent Online first. When you click on the link Emergent Online, it will bring you to the home page here. And what you want to do if you're looking for reports on the healthcare industry, go over here to Report Search, click on that link, and you'll be brought to this page, and you see this little link here, Industry Reports. Click on that. What you can do is you can search in here by industry, and you have a number of different sectors within the healthcare industry. As I mentioned in the last brief tutorial, the healthcare industry is actually comprised of several sectors, and so as you're doing research in the healthcare industry, just to be able to bring some focus to your research, you want to start thinking about which segment within the healthcare industry interests you. So you have the choice of healthcare as a whole. You can also look at medical instruments, you can look at insurance, you can also look at pharmaceuticals. Let's just pick the broadest one, healthcare, though. And actually let's say healthcare, and let's also say medical instruments, and let's say pharmaceuticals, just so you can get a broad sense of what's available here. And what Emergent also tracks is by region. So you could, let's say, North America, Europe. Let's check them all. And what we can do is we could have limited by date, but let's just leave that blank. Click Search. And what it'll show you is 4 pages of results here. And you can see over in the left-hand column here the dates, so some of them are quite recent. There's some historical information here if you want to go back and look at the previous reports. But you'll see if you go through here, you can see healthcare. The most recent one appears to be from February 2014. The PDF here, you can bring that up just to give you an idea of what sort of information you'll find in each report. These are produced by Emergent, which was part of Moody's. Really terrific, long-time company in investment and industry research. Really excellent work. You can see all the different tables of contents here, but there's very current information on the market, current environment in the United States. This is the focus. This one is in North America. Let's see all the major players, current environment. So Humana, WellPoint, Aetna they're mentioning here, mergers and acquisitions. Because North America is a focus. They also have Canada. A lot of great data here, drawn from government industry resources, market trends, and this is 28 pages in length. So a lot of data here at the end. This is a very, very helpful, good way in which to get industry research, and that was just on the healthcare industry. You can see there's also ones displaying here because we had searched also on medical equipment and pharmaceuticals. So that's the Emergent Online database that I wanted to show you. The other one I want to show you is the ProQuest Central database, which is right over here. If you click on this little link, and I have it already open in this tab, when you go into this database, you want to go to Browse. And what you'll see is here, Industry and Market Research. Click on that. And there are two that I'd like to show you. One is called First Research, and the other one's called Business Monitor International. This Business Monitor International database focuses a lot more on international. So click on this here. So if you were interested in doing research on the healthcare industry in different countries, you can browse by subject, by location, or browse by the title, if you know the title of the report. Let's go down here, and you can see all the different industries, one of which is healthcare. There were almost 2,000 reports under healthcare. Click on this. And you can see, as I say, there's a real global focus to this. You can, if you're doing research on pharmaceuticals and healthcare in China, you'll see there are 23 reports. France, there are 23 reports. Hong Kong, 24. So let's click on France just to give you an idea of what you'll find. And so you'll have here, and they're produced quarterly, and you could pull up any one if you wanted. Let's find one that's fairly recent. I see one that, and they go right through to 2014. Let's click on this one just to give you an idea of what you'll find if you click on this. And you see the PDF. And here's the pharmaceutical and healthcare report for France, first quarter 2013. These are really very well done. Business Monitor is a major firm, very credible information. There's a SWOT reports, the political and economic. You can see quite current data projections also. Going forward down here, So a very good source if you want to do research on the healthcare industry in France. And there are a very large number of industries to attract. And you can see this report alone is over 108 pages long. So that's the ProQuest database that I wanted to show you. If you wanted to, let me show you also the other database, which is here. And this is the first research. It's the other database in ProQuest that provides research on healthcare. You can see there are a lot of others as well, but with the focus of this tutorial is just on healthcare. Let's go in here. And in here, there are over 300 reports. And what's interesting about this database is and what we can do is we can just drag this down here and change the number that are displayed. Okay, 100. And let's go down to, let's say, chiropractors. And there's more recent data, but I'm just going to pick this just as an example so you can see what these contain. And so if you were doing research on chiropractor offices, but you had ambulance services, over 300 here, and on a variety of different healthcare sectors within the healthcare industry. You've got the competitive landscape, so you have the operating environment, a lot of data here. What's interesting, critical issues facing that industry. So if you're researching, say, a for-profit chiropractor chain, this is the industry in which it operates. So put it in some context. Go further down here. This is very interesting, this section here, this benchmark information. So if you had the financials for your particular company, you can compare it against this profile of your balance sheet, for example, the income statement that you have for your particular organization. Compare it against this this benchmark for all the ratios. See how yours fits with the rest of the companies in that particular segment. And further on down here. So that's the first research. So both of those databases, to quickly review, one is Mergent Online, the other is ProQuest Central. Great sources, just like the other databases that I showed you in the first tutorial. Great sources for doing research on the healthcare industry. In another tutorial, I will show you how to research healthcare companies, but this is at the industry level. So I wish you good luck with your research. Thank you.